What's the most embarrassing thing someone said about you when they thought you couldn't hear? I'm deaf in my left ear, but have perfect hearing in my right ear. Most people don't know this because I'm really good at positioning myself, so my good ear faces conversations. I work at a marketing agency where my boss Jessica always acts super friendly to my face. She's constantly praising my work and telling me how valuable I am to the team. But I sit in a cubicle right behind the conference room, and the wall is pretty thin. Last month I was working late when Jessica was having her weekly meeting with the other managers. I could hear everything through the wall with my right ear. At first they were discussing normal business stuff, but then someone brought up the upcoming promotions. What about Sarah? One of the managers asked. Her campaign results have been incredible. That's when Jessica's tone completely changed. Sarah, are you kidding me? She's way too young for that kind of responsibility. I'm 28, by the way. Not exactly a teenager. Plus, she's one of those millennial employees who thinks she deserves everything handed to her. My stomach dropped. This is the same woman who tells me I'm such a go-getter every week. I mean, she does good work, another manager said. Her client retention rate is the highest on the team. Jessica laughed. That's because I give her all the easy clients, the ones who basically manage themselves. This was a complete lie. I handle some of our most difficult accounts, including the client who calls twice a day with complaints. She seems pretty dedicated, though, someone else said. She stays late most nights. Oh, please, Jessica scoffed. She stays late because she's slow. What takes her 8 hours should take a competent person 4 hours. I work late because I'm perfectionist, not because I'm slow. And Jessica knows this because she's constantly adding last-minute projects to my workload. Then she said something that made my blood boil. Honestly, I think she might have some kind of learning disability. Like, she never responds when I call her name from across the office. The reason I don't respond is because I can't hear her when she's on my left side. But I've never told anyone about my hearing loss because I was worried about workplace discrimination. Maybe we should consider someone with more natural leadership abilities, Jessica continued. Like who? A manager asked. Well, Brad's been here longer and he really understands the business. Brad's been here 6 months longer than me and has never successfully completed a project without help. I don't know, Jessica. Sarah's numbers speak for themselves. Numbers don't tell the whole story, Jessica said firmly. Trust me, I work with her every day. She's just not management material. The meeting ended and I sat in my cubicle feeling completely betrayed. For the next 2 weeks, I started positioning myself differently during conversations with Jessica. I made sure my good ear was always facing away from her, so I genuinely couldn't hear when she spoke to me. Jessica started getting frustrated, asking if I was ignoring her or if something was wrong. I just smiled and said, "Sorry, could you repeat that? I didn't catch what you said." She started speaking louder and getting more annoyed when I didn't respond to things said from my left side. Finally, she called me into her office. "Sarah, I'm concerned about your behavior lately. You seem distracted and you're not responding to simple requests." I looked her straight in the eye and said, "I'm sorry, Jessica. I should have mentioned this earlier, but I'm actually deaf in my left ear." Her face went completely white. "I've been deaf since childhood, but I've learned to compensate really well. Usually people don't even notice." She started stuttering. "Oh, I had no idea. I'm so sorry if It's interesting though," I continued. "You mentioned in the manager's meeting that you thought I might have a learning disability because I don't respond when you call my name." Her eyes went wide. You heard that meeting? My right ear works perfectly fine, especially when I'm sitting right behind the conference room." She realized I'd heard everything. Her fake compliments, her lies about my work, her discrimination. "Sarah, I can explain." "Don't worry about it," I said calmly. "I've already spoken with HR and the company lawyer about workplace discrimination and creating a hostile work environment." Jessica was fired the following week. I got her promotion and a raise. Now I always make sure people know about my hearing loss up front. It's amazing how differently people behave when they know you might be listening.